Hey, Jesse here, hot off the wheels. So you won't believe what I've actually just found at Walmart. I think I missed the drop for anything super related, but check it out, hold on. They are dropping like Q and A case for next year, for 2022. I'm already seeing 2022 cars. That's Q case here. So they're dropping Q, they're dropping next year's stuff. Like, so this is the, see that, and then see the band on these right there. Pretty sure that is 2022. That's a Ryu Asada, I think, car. That's cute as well. But it's weird, it's like, they have the band on the top, the blue band, you know, kind of like we saw last year. Anyways, let me show you my loot so far. I had to hide it while I got a cart, and so there's a lot of kids. I think they have some special needs, like kids or something around. Anyway, there's a bunch of kids around here, so do apologize. But check it out. I'm getting some of this for me, some of this for my family, my brother-in-law. But yeah, check it out. They got a little Zamac Dodge Charger stock car. Not my favorite, but check out what I'm going to show you here in a minute. Of course, you got the Toyota Sprinter in that white. Q case on the back. So we're already seeing Q. Maybe a little A case, I really don't know. But check it out, ladies and gentlemen, check it out. Some more of those. Look, you've got the Rebel Machine, Zamac. So we got that. Let me separate these out because I may not be getting like 3 of these, but we'll see. I just started grabbing stuff. I'm like, this is definitely something I don't have. I couldn't tell if it was new or old or what, but when I saw that, I knew that was new. I knew at that point because I'm waiting on the ID card for that right there. I'm excited about that. Let me move these over here. Let's check it out, check out the 55 Chevy. Now, if I'm not mistaken, one of these is supposed to be like a Super in the new year, right? But anyways, it's still saying Q case. Or maybe the Q is one of this is supposed to be the Super, I think, for the Q. I don't know, I'm not really, honestly, not up to date on the Q case. I gotta get caught up, obviously, because I did not expect to find Q case already dropping. We just barely started seeing P case show up, and this store got freaking Q case. Check out the Porsche Zamac, Porsche 935. Oh yeah. So I'm excited to find what I've found so far. I got a couple of, like I said, I've just started grabbing things. Here's a little Shelby Cobra, and this says Q as well. But see, it doesn't have the blue band on top like that one does. I don't know what the deal is going on. I'll figure it out once I get home. I'll, you know, probably have more knowledge to share after this video. But as of right now, I'm not very up to date with my Q and A case for, you know, upcoming cases. So do apologize for my lack of knowledge currently, but I'm gonna get on it pretty soon. Again, I don't think I'm probably not gonna take all 4 of those. I just started grabbing things that were new or different. I know my brother-in-law will probably want at least a Honda City Turbo. Let me back this up over here. Like I said, I think I was late because this is all like, this is not my mess. I'm gonna try to clean it up after I go through the pegs a little bit more. But now this is PKs. No, I think this is carried over from PKs because I just found some PKs recently. But I'm gonna grab another one of those for sure. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Ooh, dang, that is sweet. A little Mustang Coupe in that new color. Q case again. So I don't know if some of this is like old, like, but then again, it says 2021 on the back, if I'm not mistaken. I can't, let's see, 2021. So, very interesting. But all kind of stuff around here. Check that out. Oh, Chevelle SS, that is sweet. That's cool. Definitely grabbing that for sure. It's the only one I've found so far. Again, sorry, I know it's a little bit noisy in here with kids. I'm gonna grab that for my brother-in-law, father-in-law. That might be a trigger on it. No, okay, no, not a trigger on it. I thought I saw a symbol there, but sorry, there's a lot of kids around. Ooh, I see something I like a minute ago. I'm gonna have to get that for my brother-in-law for sure. Fire eater. That's interesting. Little fire eater. But check this out, check that out. The hot bird. Huh. It's probably they call it, I guess they don't have the, I don't know. That's crazy. Cute case. Lots of different things to be, oh, look at this, look at this. New for 2021. Muscle and balloon, okay. Thought that was a real car as well, but nope. Muscle and balloon. Here's another fantasy one. A little, I don't know if we've seen that one yet. Doesn't say new though, but I'm not, maybe we've seen a different color of that. I'm not really sure. Drop me a comment if you know. Again, I'll have to do some more research when I get home on Q and all that. I gotta hurry before some other people show up. Again, I think I've probably missed the drop. I'll check that out. I gotta get that from my brother-in-law for sure. Custom small block, looks like a little Lego. Sweet. Cute.
That was funny. This way, this way, this way.
Let's see.
Yo, is it the same one?
Yeah, the same.
Sorry, there's lots of kids around. Check that out. Grab that from my brother-in-law. That might be from P, I don't really know. We'll grab that from my brother-in-law. I don't think I have one yet. Let's see what else we can find. Again, it's everything from P to Q. And I'm pretty sure I saw something that said A case on here, but maybe I'm just mistaken. But yeah, I think somebody already hit up for supers or whatever, but I really don't even know what the treasure hunter super is yet for Q. I gotta get on board. But yeah, I think most of it behind there is like P, and then some older cases there, but yeah, that's a P case at least. Yep, P case. That one's, I'm pretty sure, new. Please tell me they didn't make that a treasure hunt again. I'll grab that from my brother-in-law because I'm sure he'll like it. He likes fantasy or real, so that's cool. I'll give that for him, of course. Leave some of the Zamax that were, not many Zamax left, really, to be honest. I got 3 of the Dodge Charger stock cars, 4 of the Rebels, 2 for me, 2 for my, well, 1 for my brother-in-law and 1 for my father-in-law, and 2 Porsches. Sweet, sweet. I don't think there's any. Yeah, again, I think somebody already flew through this little area. I'm gonna try to clean it up before I leave, but I'll start hanging these. I'm gonna grab another one of those. My wife will probably even like that one. Yeah, just wanted to show you guys. Be prepared to start hitting your sorry, I'm about to start hunting Kroger's up, but be prepared to hit your Walmart's up. Obviously, I guess for PQ and I don't know. Eventually, maybe next year's cars. Because again, I don't understand why some of these have the blue band or whatever, that little corner notched out with the blue, kind of like we saw last year, I think. But it says Q case, but then some of these are saying Q case, but they don't have the same band. I don't, again, you might know more details than I do at this point. But pretty cool, pretty exciting. Let's see what else they have to offer up. That's just as far as I got until I was like, oh dang, oh sweet, yes. Please tell me I hit this right. Oh, come on, come on. I think somebody already cherry picked this as well. Yes, somebody already went through it. Somebody's already been through it. They got a ton of those though. Wow, I don't know if I have. I may have one Land Rover Defender, maybe one. Now this is a new one. I have not seen this one yet. I don't have that. Yeah, I don't have this series. Dang, this is already a. I'm gonna have to stay on top of this Walmart here. Dang, check that out. There's your UPC if you're looking for it. But yeah, obviously don't have that one at all. I thought I'd seen it before, but because this is the previous one that you see here. But I'm looking for that bus. I have not seen that bus yet. I have not seen the bus. I've got all the others but the bus. I'm looking for that for sure. But yeah, somebody already come through and oh, hold on a second. I've only seen one of those as well. So might grab that. Like I said, I've got all of them but the bus, but I may grab a second one of these to open up eventually on the channel. Sweet, having some luck, leaving plenty behind though. Sorry, there's not another car in that little series that I can see, but plenty of the Mercedes for both the types. as well as some other ones. I don't know if you've seen the Monster Jams. They have them for each state. Most of them are in the display, I think, on the other aisle. So there's your Georgia Monster Jam. I'm probably not going to grab one, but to each their own. Kind of cool. Let's see what else. I have noticed a lot of the Walmarts are starting to drop these again. This little mix or release. Somebody went through the last Walmart I went to yesterday. I think they pulled the Mustang and the VW, of course, with the moon eyes. Can't blame them on that one, but so those are picked over here. But oh no, there's the Mustang there. Mustang, but no VW here. There's the Mustang. Sweet. I'll probably leave that. I'm pretty sure I got one at home at least. Still, if you've not seen the white Nissan diorama, I've had some people say they found them, but they're still being picked off left and right. And again, all the stores I go to have an abundance of like one of the older ones, but nobody wants those obviously as much. But no white Nissan dioramas yet near me. Let's see, nothing for M2s, just that little sleeve with the 2 repeats there. No green light chases, just this one green light here for the Terminator. Let's see what else there is to show you. I don't really get into Mario Karts or, you know, more of your fantasy kind of character cars. That's not really my thing, but to each their own. Again, if you do, that's cool. And also look around your aisles, because sometimes kids bring things down, you know, the aisle somewhere else, or they put it on the other side. So every once in a while, it doesn't hurt to look around. Sometimes M2s will get misplaced, or, you know, who knows, an employee could put it in the wrong place. But well, guys, let me know what you think about the cars. I know I got quite a lot here, but I don't have any of these already, and I'm going to be sharing the loot with my brother and father-in-law, of course, as I continually always say, because it's true. But thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. That's kind of cool. I think I might already have that one at home. I don't generally get too many of these like tracks, I don't know, track stars or whatever, or these little haulers and things, but every once in a while if one appeals to me, I'm like, still looking for the new Matchbox to be hitting stores. We got a lot more content to show you, so definitely hope you're subscribed so you can catch those when they come out. But thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Appreciate the support as always. Is that new one or that from Q? No, that was Q. Okay. I'm gonna start hanging these up. Ones that can hang up. Looks like somebody already punctured a hole to hang them up, so I'll see what I can do. But thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Let me know, of course, your thoughts on any of these Hot Wheels or diecast you've seen. Let me know what you're finding. Are your Walmarts still dry as a bone? Or are they starting to get a little bit in stock like mine are slowly getting a little bit? This one I have not seen any store in my area. Ooh, looks like a red edition. No, it's not a red edition, but Mercedes Benz Unimog. There's a couple on there, like I haven't seen this one yet. Dang, Range Rover. I'm definitely gonna grab that for show. But yeah, let me know if your Walmarts or what case they're on, or what you're seeing, or what you're looking for. And here we are at the next stop, the next closest Walmart. Immediately after leaving that store, went to the next one, and lo and behold, if they didn't have Q as well. So I knew at that point it was more than a fluke. But dummy me, of course, walked in without grabbing a grocery cart or buggy. So I went over to an adjacent aisle, grabbed a tote just to put some of my finds in. So I didn't have to go all the way to the front and potentially walk away from a super or ID or something like that. But they ended up not having a super or ID at this one, which isn't, out of the question not to find those in a Zaymat case. Zaymat cases sometimes will take your places of some of your supers and things, but it's not, of course, out of the question to find a super. But again, in my experience and in my opinion, it is a little bit harder to find supers and IDs in a Zaymat case. But there are, of course, exceptions. Found a few more of the what I thought was the 2021 A case. They ended up being the Walmart Hot Wheels first to markets. So that was nice to find a few more of those. So again, I had no idea what I was looking at when I first walked into that first store there. that first stop. And then this is the very last stop for the day. We went to my local store right near my house, and lo and behold, if they didn't have 4 cases on the pallet as well. So I asked the lady working toy department, since they were bone dry on Hot Wheels, like they had none on the pegs or shelf, maybe like 1 or 2 hanging up. If we could put them up for her, put them on the pegs, and put them in the dump bin if they weren't room on the pegs. So as long as we asked and offered to put them up for her, she was happy to allow us to do that. So that's exactly what we did. So we started going through it. Most of the case I left behind. Of course, these were Zaymac cases yet again, which is fine. I don't really, I would prefer to have normal cases again because it's a little bit, easier to find, I think, a super in a normal case than it is a Zaymac case. And again, that's just my opinion or experience, but I was happy just to find and finish all my P and Q case for the year. So that was pretty awesome. Found a couple more treasure hunts right there, that Lamborghini. So it was pretty cool to do that, as well as grab some of the Porsche Zaymacs, since we didn't find any of the last stops, and somebody had grabbed all the Porsche Zaymacs from that last stop, and I only grabbed maybe 2 or 3 from the first store there. So we grabbed a few more of the Zaymac Porsches, a few of the Lamborghinis, and maybe 1 or 2 of the regular main lines that we didn't have many of. And I promise we cleaned up our mess. We wanted to go through all the cases first, and then go over to the dump bin in case another collector were to come up. We wanted to at least have our shot to go through it. Not that again, I would have shared in the loot, of course, because I ended up putting all this back in the dump bins and hang them on the pegs. But lo and behold, if my wife didn't pull out a super treasure hunt out of the 4th and final case, she pulled out the super, of course. If that were me opening it and going through it, I wouldn't have found it, but she has better luck than I do. So I was beyond ecstatic and excited to find a super out of a Zaymac case. And better yet, we found all 3 out of that one case. We found the trifecta, the unicorn case, which is the super, the treasure hunt, and an ID chase car. She ended up finding the ID chase on the bottom portion, the second half of the case. So don't count out the second half of the case for things like supers, treasure hunts, or IDs. While most of the time your supers will be on top as well as your treasure hunts, but sometimes the treasure hunts or the ID may be on the second portion. So it doesn't hurt to look through the second half. But I just want to encourage you with that. Get out to your stores, especially your Walmarts and your Targets are dropping a Q case. At least mine are. So get out there. Happy hunting. Look forward to showing you some more Q case cars. I know I didn't do the greatest job of showing you all of the castings for the case, so I'll do that in a future video very soon. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching.